Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Hey, Joe, Brock, Andy, Tommy J, ET. Thanks for the kind words too. Later on in here, as I'm scrolling, Alaska John, and who else said it? And Gator, and Jake's here too, and Soy Mafia, and TT. I'm glad you could make it. And again, right out of the gate, uh, TT is putting out some good videos. So by all means, somebody put up his link and get him some subscribers. He deserves it. He's doing a good job. Like I said, I'm envious. You're doing better videos than I am. But anyway, let's see who else has dropped in here. I don't know if I know this one. Who's this? Stay home, Passoon. I can't pronounce it. I'll butcher your name. Passoon? I'm going to say Passoon. Glad you could make it. Hey, Black Sheep's here. How's it going? In fact, I was gonna. Hey, Douglas, how you doing? Glad you could make it. I have some. I've been dragging my feet. I was there all day yesterday, and I didn't get those measurements that you wanted. He's doing a great job for me on doing some 3D drawings of the backyard, and I need to get him about 4 or 5 different dimensions. But we're not even going to start digging on it, so I'm not in a gigantic rush for it. My wife doesn't even want me to move the temporary pond over there. I planned on doing that today and getting the water, going and stuff. But she wants to use that 3x7. I'm going to remeasure that too. Concrete area that we did for extra food preparation and stuff for the party. And it's gonna be a bash, and it's already creeping up in price wise too. It's we went from the one that the food, the same company that I did that little video, and thanks everybody for watching that. Hey Les, I'm glad you could make it. I hope you can I hope you guys can come to the party, wedding, house blessing, just basically have a good time party. I'll if you do if you can, I'll send you the little copy of the card, and there's a QR code on it that my wife says you can scan, and it'll give you directions right to the house. Anyway, I can talk to you on something else anyway. Hey Gary, glad you can make it. But yeah, so the one that I showed, like I said, I got tripped up there. Thanks everybody for watching that. It was mainly I made that just for my wife's co-workers and stuff. That's why it was long and stuff like that. I could have cut a lot of stuff out of that, but I wanted to leave a lot of it in because it was friends of hers. But anyway, the fish, the whole fish, and all that stuff. The food was awesome, and she told me for the 8 people, for each table, it's 1,200 baht, and that includes the table, the silverware, the chopsticks, the bowls, the covers, the chairs, the everything for that table, food included. Well, she's already bumped that up to, I think it's either 16 or 1,800 a table, because first off I said I wanted cashews instead of the peanuts because I like cashews. So, but there's some other food she wanted. She wanted papaya salad, tom yum. She wanted all this stuff. So I said, whatever. This is going to be the last time, I hope. This, at least, I don't know. The parties could keep going on. I could keep doing the parties, but we could do those once a year. That would be good, fine with me. But hey, Andy, the yeah, it is modern times, isn't it? I mean, it's amazing the stuff they do, and I'll show you the picture of the card. I don't know how I could pull that up. Anyway, I will. Maybe I'll put it in the comment thing of the channel comments or whatever the hell it is, and then that everybody can get a look at it. But yeah, everybody that can make it, that wants to participate in the festivities is more than welcome to come. But yeah, 1,200 per table. When mine was too expensive. Yeah, well, that was for that one. The one she's at now, I think, is 1,800, which is still, I think, reasonable. It's for 8 people. So what is that? I don't even know what. I'm horrible with math. I don't even know what the 1,800 divided by the 8 people is. What is that? 225? Is that for the 1,200 on that? or for the 1800? They charge 3,000. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you got to see this diaper thing, TT, that she's got me that I'm going to wear. I said, I told the people I had to charge people just to watch any video that comes out of this thing because it looks like a giant diaper that's up between my legs and around my waist, and then the jacket and everything that my mother-in-law is actually making is pretty nice looking. But I just told her I don't want to be, I'm a big guy, I'm a fat guy, and I don't want to be cramped like this for God knows how many hours that day. Although my wife said I don't have to wear it all day. Hey Daniel, oh no, there'll be liquor there. For the 1800. So yeah, that still isn't bad, right? I mean that's for everything, not the liquor, but and then the liquor's going to be, I don't know exactly how she's going to figure that out. The only thing I told her is I want to try to have places for people to stay because I'm a little worried, like I said, about somebody maybe getting hurt or getting too hammered. But I guess that's with every wedding or whatever. But definitely, I want to have somebody there that can run, that doesn't have anything to do with the wedding, just somebody we hire for the day just to run back and forth to the Big C or to get liquor or whatever we're going to need. Because I definitely don't want to run out of beer. I don't want to run out of soda. I don't want to run out of water and the hard liquors too, I guess. I won't be drinking. I mean, I'll have a couple beers with people. Hopefully, some of the people from here in Thailand can make it. Uh, I understand if they can't. I mean, it's short notice. I'm pretty sure none of my family from the U.S. that had planned on kind of wanting to come aren't going to make it. They can't. It's too short a notice, and with the queues and everything that are going on now, it wouldn't be feasible. But the nobody's shaming on this channel. Yeah, it's so it should be a really good time. I'm really looking forward to it, except for the garb I have to wear. But like I said, if it's one day and if it puts a smile on my wife's face, I mean, she's all excited about planning this thing. Her and her mom, they sit down and the kids downstairs for when she gets home at 5 o'clock till I'm already asleep, 9 o'clock 10 o'clock at night because she didn't have that much time. And she had to have I think she already had those invitations already done. The people have them already printed. I think she picks them up today and she'll get those out. I think she got 250 of them or something. So I think there's going to be between 250, 300 people there, depending on how many people from Thailand, from here, from the channel, show up or from YouTube. And, we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's what I think probably 250 is what my guess is. Probably between 2 and 250. My wife seems to think it could be as many as 300, but QR code works well. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, Brock. I put it on we got a little channel that we get back and forth with each other on. So he says it works. I didn't even try. I took my wife's word for it. Yeah. It's going to be fun, and I probably will. I know that a bunch of people have volunteered to watch the chat and stuff because I'd like to leave the chat up if I do a live stream from it. I'd like to leave the chat up so you guys can talk amongst yourselves. But if it gets down, because I think I can even let's see if I take my camera off and I turn it around so that it's got a view of whatever the main area going on. My family will be able to see it. Everybody will be able to see it that's watching the live, and you guys can chat amongst one another. And I can bring I can come over every once in a while and bring people in that want to come in, like Brock or whoever wants to come in, and you guys can talk amongst yourselves and make fun of me as I walk around in my large diaper. And anyway, we'll figure out something. I think everybody, or most of the core people that are on here that that always watch want to see it, that can't make it. Yeah, it's gonna be big. I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a big day. I can't wait to see. Yeah. There's a lot of people that can't wait to see that, Gary, me included. Although I don't know how happy I'm being. I don't like to be, well, more so now. I've been able to kind of handle the seeing myself on these lives. I actually like doing this more than I do creating videos, probably because I'm just lazy and I can't type correctly or spell, so it makes it easier for me. But I like the interaction, with everybody, and we get to talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about. Who's gonna help with the cow? You know what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna there is a way. I think that, and I don't have it completely. Excuse me. I don't have it completely figured out. I've done it before. I know a lot of people do it, and they use their mics, being one of them, use their GoPro as part of the deal. So I'll test out a couple things, and I probably ought to do it pretty soon. But I'm definitely going to use this one, and I'll just face it or put it on something. This camera I have that you're looking at right now, and maybe I can do the one of the GoPros too. I don't know. I'll have to play with it. I will play with it though. What is Jake saying here? Seeing your wife and her party was really nice. Yeah, even with the face mask. Yeah, they were having they liked that. Now what you saw in the, just to kind of refresh everybody, what you saw in that video, the stage, and I don't know if it's that exact stage, but the person that put on all that, the karaoke, the TV, the stage, everything, she's hiring them too. So they'll be there. So there'll be karaoke. I mean, the people here love karaoke. They love to sing. I'm tone deaf, damn near. So I won't be singing anything, but they do like to sing. So they'll be there. Now my wife put together that party, so it's easy for her to just contact the same people and hire them for the wedding blessing combination. So it should be fun. So and that guy did an excellent job. The sound was awesome. Everything was top notch on that part of it. The food was perfect. And then she's going to have her aunt, one of her good friends and family, do some extra cooking. That's what we're going to do on that slab in the backyard, and extra stuff. And I don't know where we're gonna. She's got it all. I don't know. I'm just showing up. Hopefully, I'll make sure that the food's there and there's liquor to drink and stuff to drink. That'll be my everything else is her day. She's getting the house of her dream. I don't know so much if she's marrying the man of her dream, but she gets to have her day pretty much. Ty Britt Abroad, how you doing, man? You guys check out his channel too. It's he's got some good videos. I haven't seen anything recently, but I know you were somewhere, but I don't know what happened. Did you guys get notified that I was doing this live stream? YouTube's really, I don't know. I shouldn't say so too much. Yeah, it did. Actually, I went over there yesterday. We were supposed to meet with him last night, but in the morning, I wanted to know about, and he doesn't speak any English. I wanted to know about a good filtration system if I wanted to run the well water, because it has iron in it. It's got the turn stuff, that orange. It does have a little bit of a smell to it, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, he said, come to my house. So I jumped in his car. He drove me to his house, and his dad put together he's got an awesome house. He built it. They built it. But in the back, 3 big tanks and a stainless steel, way more than I'm going to spend. But at least I got an idea of what I'm going to run. I'm going to run 3 tanks, but I'm going to run a smaller one. But I'm not going to do it right now. I'm probably not going to enclose the room right now either. First, I'm going to do on the plunge pool, then the pond, then I'll go back in and do that, because I'll just be using the well water as a backup. So I'll get a small filter for it now, just to fill the tank once or twice in case the water goes away. But so then by the time at the end of the day, he had already been in and out. They poured the slab where the pump and the filters will go and the tank will go, that I'm going to enclose eventually, and then have a little shower outdoor shower at the end of it, kind of like Joe and Gifts, but smaller. and no observation deck or anything on the outside. Just a simple little building. It'll also house the pool filter. But that they poured the concrete yesterday. They're supposed to be there right now. If the concrete was cured enough, they were going to go buy the 1,000-liter tank and a new pump. So I had already bought this pump that's on there now. I'll use that for something else or whatever. But he wants to buy a brand new one and put it in. So that'll be there. And then I'm going to put a little 3-stage, those 20-inch filters. I started a little video on it. I'll show you a 3-stage deal with carbon and all that takes chlorine and all that out. I might put that on the house and sediment just to keep even the water that comes from the city has a bunch of sand and stuff like that that'll get in and plug up the washing machine. It screws with the toilets and that kind of stuff. So I'll put in some kind of a filter there, but it should be good. It should be good. Yeah, just show up. Yeah, exactly, and just do what I'm told. And that's pretty much the way it's going to be. And I got no problem with that. She deserves everything. She's a good one. Yes, he did get. Yes, I got notified about the live stream as usual. Yeah, and some people do and some people don't. I don't know. It happened to me when I used to watch Live My Ass Off Mike's all the time. I still do, but he used to do live streams, especially when Gracie was still in the Philippines. Excuse me. He would do long ones, 2, 3, 4 hours with just 8 or 10 of us, in the chat. And sometimes there was a point there for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. I didn't get notified at all. I'd have to kind of catch it, although I'm retired and I was bored. So I was on YouTube. I would see something, I'd be scrolling and see something. But let's see. Yeah, it is. And yeah, I mean, with the city water, it's fairly simple, not a bunch needed, except if I'm going to use it for the koi pond to top up the koi pond or whatever. They've been putting, I can even smell it now. They all of a sudden started putting chlorine in there in what I'm calling city water. And that killed half my fish because it was so, getting to everything. Now, when I move and I get the other pond put in, then I'll have an area with all my medications, all my test kits, everything right there, ready, accessible, microscope, scraping. I can do anything I want to with the koi. It'll make life a lot easier. Here, it's been a nightmare, but at least we got through them. I should be happy. I got half the fish after 2 years. Let's see what Daniel says. Will the night of your party be the first night? No, she doesn't want to move anything. I'm gathering because the house hasn't been blessed yet. So it will be blessed that day, but she doesn't want to move anything. She wants to move everything after we go in there. So the house will have, the couple of the little fake rose plant decorations and stuff she'd made, but nothing. We'll have the air conditioners will be on. So in case anybody wants to, get in and out of the heat, maybe we'll have some chairs and stuff in there. But as far as furniture moving, no. And I don't know why. Let's see. Do I have the model number for the filter unit? I'll check it out. No, the one that I was looking at, they've got the ones that I've been looking at. There's 3 sizes that I saw on there. They're 8-inch by 44-inch, 3 of them, and I'm imagining they have PP, some kind of a sediment deal and charcoal, and then the final little chlorine deal or something at the end of it. The little one of the 20-inch, is that little setup, and it's on Lasada, and that one's 13,900 baht, and then it goes to like 16,000, and then 20,000 for like goes from 8-inch to 10-inch by 50 something, and 12-inch by 54. I don't know the exact dimensions, but yeah, I could find out. But yeah, and I think that the smaller one will be fine because I'm only going to use that water as backup. So basically it's only going to be on the well part of it. So could I be dumping that in there? Yeah, I guess I could. Might as well use the well water, right? I guess cheaper than the city, although water's so cheap. Although I do use a lot of it, so mine's like 1,000 baht a month, where most people's like 100, 200, 250, and my electricity's like 7,000. My electricity is almost as much as my rent here. But at the new place with the high efficiency air conditioners and stuff, it should be down. I'm with all the ponds and the pool and everything. I'm hoping at 5,000. If I could stay at 5,000, I'd be happy. Let's see. What Brock's saying. We don't have any filtering on my house, just city water into a large tank. And then, yeah, you know what? Some of the he he was showing me his filtration system over at his dad. He being his dad, I guess my wife's uncle, and he has like a sediment, like a settling tank, which is a kind of a good idea, and I might do that too with the city water. It's just a 55-gallon drum. It's set up about, I don't know, 2.5 feet off the ground, and the water comes in there, and then it's got a higher, the water comes in, and then where it doesn't suck off the very bottom. Let me see how I can do this. The very bottom of the let's see where I'm at. That's the bottom of the tank. So the outlet isn't right on the bottom. It's up higher so that it lets that sediment out there. Although it does have a dump deal on the bottom so you can get rid of it. And then the next one that he had, I think, had some kind of rock and sand actually to go through to filter it even more. I don't know. He said that he would come over and explain it to me through my wife, because the father only speaks Thai also. But let's see, what is it? What, I need to wear a diaper to live? No, it just the way that they're doing it is it's almost like it's a big piece of silk, and they wrap it around, and then they pinch it together like right, I guess, in front in my belly, and pull it out, and it probably, or no, in my back, and then it comes down and comes up between my legs and then goes around. I don't know. Looks like a freaking diaper to me, but I'm gonna wear it. So that's the way it goes. So Brock says it's gonna be cool. 36 expected. I don't know what it's gonna be here. I think 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Or no, it's supposed to be a little warmer, 84, 83, 84. I don't know what that is Celsius. I should set my stuff to Celsius. I should get used to saying Celsius. And I think, and we're not going to go real long today either, because I think this is the day Dana does his live streams, and I think he starts right now. I think he starts at 9. I'll have to look on my thing. I try not to do it on there, but I already had planned to do a little one today, so maybe we'll end it fairly short, 15 minutes into his, so he can. I know there's people that like Joe, and Joe might be over there already. I haven't seen him jump back in, although he was here first in this morning early, so he might be over there. They might have already started. I don't know, but anyway. Hey James, how you doing? See what James has to say. Hello everyone. It would be nice if you could video everything. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. I hope to meet you. Yeah, I hope to meet everybody when they come. I will. I'm going to do something. If it's not feasible to do the live stream, the only thing that a couple of people had suggested doing the live stream, it kind of made sense to me, because all my family that can't make it, if they want to sit around and put it up on the big screen at their homes or whatever, and kind of watch it out of the corner of their eye or whatever, they at least have that opportunity. But worst case deal is I'm hoping that there's going to be a couple vloggers there that'll do it. But I will take some video, of course, and do something. I would imagine. I would hope so. Depends on how busy she's going to keep me. I think I'm just going to be pointed in directions and just say, go here, go here, go here, until all the stuff's over. Then I'll be able to relax. But that's probably basically during those times, during the ceremony and all that kind of stuff, is the stuff everybody's going to want to see. So I'll figure out something. I'll get somebody to do something. Thanks, Brock. I'll take a look at that. Brock put up a link. How many minutes are you from? Um, I'm not. I don't think I'm on that terribly far. I don't know. I'd have to look it up, Daniel. I'm not. I don't think I'm horribly far from there. And I keep on. I keep on confusing that from. Let's see. I don't know. I'd have to look on Google. I'm sure that Brock will probably look at it quickly. Um, it's Lives one of the. Thanks, Jake. Jake's my biggest fan. I appreciate it. We have fun, don't we? I mean, that's the main deal here. There's people that I don't know. I don't want to get into that, but anyway, yeah, we have fun. And like I said, as long as it stays fun, I'll be doing it until it's not fun anymore. And I can't see that happening. And then there's the people that I bet on here. Like I said, 99% of them are good people. So I just want to see Dave care. You probably won't see that, Andy. I'm not a. I'm like I said, I'm damn near tone deaf. I'm not really. I wish I was. I wish I was talented enough to play an instrument. I think the closest thing I came was in junior high school. I played the alto sax, which I really liked, but never stayed with it or did anything. Playing that, I wish I would have. Wish I would have stayed with it actually. But we do have a lot of fun on here. Well, again, it's been 30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put it up. See if anybody wants to come on because I'm going to try not to go more than an hour, so that I can get over to the house. So I'll put this up. I want to say. Daniel says, "Do you have a good temperament?" It comes over in your life. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I say, some people just can't let things go, but I have. I'm done. I'm not gonna talk about anybody or anything anymore. So, yeah, I want to see some Eagles too. You know, the like I said, I wish I could. I wish I could sing, man. I just embarrass myself, but it'll be fun. There'll be some people singing. My wife actually, and the children have excellent voices, all in Thai, songs and stuff. But they really have good voices. The youngest one is that's what she's taking at the private school, is singing. So they'll be here. They'll be singing. The oldest daughter is bringing seven of her friends to do traditional Thai dance and stuff for everybody, which is kind of cool. So it's going to be a good time. I can't see it not being a good time. Um, oh, you did through the bike ride, huh? Okay, cool. Yeah, I just right before. That's why I was 2 minutes late coming on to the live stream as I was putting together a what do they call it? The playlist of the bike thing. I think it's 7 or 8 videos. Hey, Brock's here. Let me change the layout. Hey, Brock, what's up?
Morning, Dave.
Morning, morning. Um, yeah, I mean that was awesome. I can't wait to do that again. From what I'm understanding, I think it's going to be March or April. I think or something like that. Somebody had said March, but we'll see. That'd be January, February. Yeah, that'd be 3, 4 months in between. That'd be about right, I guess. I'm looking forward to it. I've still got to get. I'm still debating on whether I'm going to change the back shocks on the Forza. Was the ride okay? It was. It wasn't bad. That's why I'm kind of hemming and hawing about spending the money. Is it because it's really close? I mean, it's not horrible. It was very acceptable, and I've seen some people playing with shocks and stuff, and sometimes they can go on, bolt them on, and you hit it right away. Sometimes you never hit it with those gas shocks. So I don't know. I might just leave it alone. Leave well enough alone. Is that the saying? Um, here,
Yep, QR code still works.
nice background. Let's see what did Black say? Dave, you're going to be wearing something different on that day, so why not just sing one? Yeah, I might. If I still drank, or at least I still drink now, but if I drank to where I was intoxicated, I probably would sing, but that won't happen. I can never trust myself again. It's been a long time, over 15 years. I would still drink. I would almost kill myself if I couldn't go into a Mexican restaurant and drink 1 or 2 margaritas. But as soon as I feel a little buzz, I stop and water or soda water or Diet Coke or something. I have the ability to do that, so thank God I can do that because I know a lot of my friends can't. They can't drink at all. March is too long. Yeah, I hear that, TT. I'm ready. It's sitting down there ready. We took it. Where did we take it? Tom, Thailand digital nomad, and his wife and his very adorable young daughter came over and went over and looked at the house and went out and had noodles. They wanted a noodle place, so we took them to my wife's favorite, and his daughter had a blast feeding the fish. She didn't want to stop, but then they went to the elephant deal yesterday, and he loved that. He thought it was epic, but he he I don't know what I was going to say. I lost my train of thought. Um, I know I was talking about the scooters. Oh, I took the Forza to the noodle shop and over to the house, and it was at night. It was kind of cool. The house looks really nice at night. A lot of lights, a lot of windows. It's really nice. You guys are all right. I think Andy had said he wanted some. I got to figure out how to do. I'm trying to, and if anybody knows, please let me know. Um, the I'm trying to figure out. I haven't uh, did the pin code and everything for the monetization deal. They keep bugging me. It hasn't come yet, for one thing, but I want to change it to my wife's name so it goes directly into her bank account. So I think I can cancel that one and do it. So if anybody knows anything about that, please by all means send me something. Put something in the comments. Hit me up with an email or whatever. Hey Johnny, how you doing? Um, by all means, hit me up so I can figure that out because I don't want it to come to me. I'd rather go to her. If I could put the whole channel in her name, that would be an option too. I'd do that in a minute. If I really would have
Um,
thought about things beforehand, I would have done that. What's that, Brock?
you might just be able to change the bank account that's linked to your account.
Yeah, I haven't done it. I haven't even selected a bank account yet, so I could select hers, and
Yeah,
then. But I don't know, for tax purposes and all the other crap that's associated with all that. I don't really want to get tied up in that. So I'm going to check it. I'm going to check it out and find out. But I could do that easily. Easily, I
well,
could just
actually,
link hers. I could link
there
hers
might be.
because
There might be. I think they're all stopping payments to Thailand, so
oh
you
yeah,
might have. I saw something like that with eBay and whatever. So I don't know if YouTube's the same. You
okay,
transfer it to your American account, and then when you get a decent of money,
yeah.
transfer
But
it over.
I think the total on it's like 240 something dollars. But I don't. I think I only get, or she's only going to get a certain. I think
Yeah,
they take 30% or something. So I think
yeah,
but I bet you it's close to $200. So she's happier than hell. And I'm going to have to take it out of my pocket because I haven't, I told her that I was going to do it. So I'm going to have to pay her and then I'll figure about getting the money later. I'm not worried about the couple hundred because she's already setting up all the stuff, although she's semi preoccupied with the wedding, of course, but, we'll get to it. Not like I said, I'm going to film it. She wants me to, so I'll do it. And it's not going to be a long thing. It might even be a short, but she wants me to get the smiles of the kids' faces. So they're all good. They don't get anything out of the school. They don't, and we might end up doing a lot more for that school. Whenever Brock gets up, it looks like insects tape over the edge of his screen. Yeah, mine will too. Mine will do that too. It's hard to try to
the
figure out
focusing, I
exactly
think.
where it is. Oh, here's Bobby says go to the channel and change the account details or transfer from yours to hers. But can I have it so that the channel is actually in her name, or do I have to start all over? I know that Joe, he's going to have his Cup of Joe, which is the original Foreigner Joe channel. But when he shut it down and now it's Thai Girl Gift and Foreigner Joe, he changed it over to another name, and he had to shut down the one. Although he did still keep the one, he's going to run Cup of Joe out of that one, his original. So, but some people tell me no, you don't have to. You don't have to. You can change it over. So short of calling YouTube, which would probably be a nightmare. But I'm not in any rush to do it either. I mean, it's not like, I'm I don't know. It's not. I don't care about that. The money's going to her and going to go back to Thailand, so it doesn't matter to me. And I forget it. I keep forgetting to ask. I know the video's okay, and this sounds good in my ear, but I don't know where exactly to put this microphone. But I think it
It
sounds
sounds
okay.
good. Sounds good, Dave.
Yes, Johnny says yes. You can change the name of the account. Okay, I'll do that through my Google account. What do I do? Associate it with her name to this channel. Maybe I'll figure it out. Maybe send me an email or something, Johnny, if you would, and we'll hook up or something. Or if you want to, maybe even at the if you're still around at the end of the hey, Robert, I missed your live stream by about 10 minutes. I woke up this morning, or 15 minutes. Must have just ended. I don't forget what time it was. 4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that. Yeah, maybe at the end, if you want to jump in on the this stream when I end it, and then just talk to me in Streamyard off the air or whatever. Um, Audio's good. Good. Thanks, Gary. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I don't like this thing. I got to figure out a different way to do it, but I'm so cramped here. When I get to the new house, I'm going to have a lot more room. Yeah, and it's getting up there, and it's amazing. They even now, I think in the last, it's like at least two a day, and then of course with the boost from Joe and Chuck and Chocolate Man, James, and all that kind of stuff that went up 300 or something. But it's still been staying steady. It's staying steady, and I know a lot of other channels have pretty much, like I did. I stalled too, and then going. But it seems to be, hey, if I can pick up like that, that's fine with me. I'm not, like I said, after the 1,000 was my pretty much my only milestone that I really wanted to make, and anything above that, it doesn't. I mean, the more the merrier. I mean, we're only going to meet more nice people, right? So the more the merrier. But as long as it keeps, stays there, and people don't say, goodbye, then we'll have fun. It doesn't matter. It could be 2,000, 10,000. It doesn't matter to me. The more that we get, the harder it's for me to read the freaking chats. Now I know in YouTube, and maybe somebody else knows, that you can slow it down so that people like me that are slow can read them, but they limit how fast you could respond or something. But I haven't seen that on Streamlabs, but I'm sure they have something. But yeah, I just missed that. Roberts. Yeah, and Bobby and Jai were there too. That was cool. I wish I would have been, another half hour earlier. Um, I would have been able to say hi anyway. Jake's here. Let me let Jake in. Hey, Jake. How are you, sir? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, I guess, for you.
Actually, it's good evening here. It's 9
Yeah.
p.m. We're about 12 hours flip from you guys. Good to see you, Brock.
Daniel's
Hey, Jake.
asking a question. How did you meet your wife in Surin as far as from when I first came here, I went to Kamala. I went to Phuket for 8 months. I met a very nice man and I'm just going to call her his wife, and they owned a coffee shop, and I would go there every morning, and I got introduced through them. Then we kind of online. We kept in contact with each other for about 2.5, 3 months before we met. And I went to Surin and spent a week there in a hotel. She stayed with her mom and dad, and came over every morning, ate breakfast with me in the hotel, then went to work during the work day. And then on the weekend, we just kind of palled around together, and thought it was something that was might be, something. So I ended up moving there or moving here, and been in Surin ever since. Married her about a year ago. We've been together 2.5 years. Just a little over a year ago, we got married. I was definitely a lucky man. I think I did a video on I'm the luckiest man in Thailand. But yeah, that was pretty much the gist of it. It's the only thing out of every. My wife checks every box that I could possibly want. My life checks every box except for one, and that's living at the what's behind me at the beach. I love the ocean, so. But I'm hoping, I'm only 5-6 hours from Jomtien, Rayon, that area. So she works during the week. She's never going to stop working. I'll never see her retire, I don't think. She's been there 20 years. Um, Her TOT friends there are like her family. You saw it if you watched the video. The one lady that was there that did a lot of the singing and waving and put the Santa Claus beard on in the very beginning. That's her boss now. One of her best friends, pretty much. Great lady. That's the one. Her husband. I sold my PCX to. Um, I sold it to them. But anyway, she's never going to do that. But I'm hoping if I can go to the beach, if I can buy a condo that I want to buy there in Rayon, um, then I'll go once a week or once a month for Monday through Friday and spend 3 or 4 days there. And I'm fine. And we'll do our traveling. My problem is with traveling with my wife is she only gets 3 weeks off a year. We use at least one of those weeks for a big vacation with the family. And then the other 2 weeks we'll break up into 3 and 4 day weekends throughout the year. So I went as far as asking her if she could find out from them if she can take an extra 2 weeks off every year, not paid, but she trying to get a Thai person to ask their boss something like that. Probably is not going to
Is
happen.
she able to get a transfer since she works for
Yeah,
the government?
she could, but I'd have to take my whole family. And now with her brand new house, I can't see that happening.
Oh,
Maybe in the future, but yeah, she could. They have TOT has places everywhere,
of
everywhere
course.
in Thailand.
But
Hey,
yeah, if you
Chris, I'm
have
glad
to
you can
take
make
everybody with you, then that's a bigger lift.
it. I wouldn't mind doing that, and it may be in 2 or 3 years. She wants to maybe try it. I don't know, but I wouldn't be against that. What's the difference with me? We keep the place here. We go there and rent something and take the whole family. It wouldn't be a bad thing. But she, I don't know. Like I said, the hardest thing for her is leaving the people that she's working with now. They're like her
Yeah.
family. So it's hard. I fully understand I'm traveling, so there'll be more live streams. I see that. I must have got that midstream. Um, okay, so you're doing one tomorrow. Is that right, Robert? Smooth operator. Yeah, it was Gary. You must be doing one.
They
Let me
did
know
one.
in here what time it's going to be, and I'll try to catch it because I like I said I literally missed it and it was a short live stream. What was it like, 20 minutes or something, 23 minutes or something? I must have just missed it. Daniel says you can stand by count doing 22. Cozy Beach View, 1 mile from Walking Street. All right, I sure will. Thanks, Daniel. Let's see. Andy, much appreciated. Time zones. Yeah, difficult. I will be back in Vietnam and then Thailand, hopefully within a few months. Are they letting anybody into Vietnam? I know you have a 5-year visa, but they letting. Can you even get in there? I know it's tough. I still would like to see it. I know that they had just started to open Cambodia. You could pretty much walk right in, but I don't know if they've changed that now or not. Thailand, I think the only change they really made was Phuket is the only sandbox, and they took away the 1 day test and go deal. So I don't know. Hopefully that's all they do, because I just can't see Thailand weathering another big hit and shut down. I just don't see any reason. Like I said, my cousin that I talked to on Christmas, his best friend who I know has that variant, and he said he's I guess he's had it 3, 4, 5 days and did the home test, went in and got the test, and he said it's like a medium to a medium cold, a mild cold, maybe a little bit heavy cold. I don't know, nothing more than a cold. Um, and the doctor said just stay home, just like they tell you with the flu, or they did when I was growing up. Stay home, drink a lot of fluids. They always liked you to drink orange juice, but that's basically it. And I know a lot of we've talked about it a little bit here, but it's got to be treated. I think it has to be treated like the flu. You go in and you get your flu shot every year or your booster or whatever they want to call it. And does it keep you from getting the flu? No. Does it mild up the symptoms? Yes. So keeps you living. And from what I'm hearing, this new strain and the way that the strains are going, it's getting less and less deadly. I don't
The
know how else
United
to put it.
States CDC just decreased their recommendations on yesterday, on the if you test positive but you're asymptomatic, that is, you don't have symptoms, rather than isolating for 10 days, isolating for 5. So
Hmm.
they're really ratcheting things back. I saw some headlines. I haven't listened or anything that Thailand is almost ready to flip the switch back to test and go, to come back in, but I don't know if that's for real
I
or
didn't.
whatever till the
Yeah, I don't.
CCSA comes out for sure.
I never really understood it. If they trust their tests and they give you a test when you get off of that plane, and all you do is go to that room until they tell you tested negative, what's the problem? If you tested negative, you tested negative, unless you don't trust the test. You know, I'm guessing they don't trust the test. I can enter on January 5th or 12th or 19th, but going to Branson, Missouri for business. Why those dates? Why? What are so specific about 5, 12, and 19?
They're
Enlighten
all a
me.
week apart, so it must have had to do with a travel date.
Uh, because it went went over my head. And what the hell does that have to do with it? I'm getting my booster in a few. Yeah, I know that I got a couple people that got jabbed early. My wife's already gotten. She took my Moderna. Her and the oldest. What was it? 3 weeks ago or something like that. And got the Moderna, but they had the China, whatever it was called,
Sinovac.
Sinovac. Sinovac, yeah, which I've heard was pretty much useless. So I'm glad that
Yeah,
she got
Sinovac was
something.
garbage. So
Yeah, I'm glad she got the Moderna, and I still have two more because I bought two for her and two for me as soon as they were available to purchase, and then she got me the Pfizer, both doses for free, and the government said, here, you need to take this right now, and she got those. So she'll use that, and then I'll either use the Moderna as a booster, or she will, or the kids will, or whatever, because they do let you here, in case people don't know, if you paid for those in a private hospital or wherever you paid for them at, you can transfer them to anybody that you want to. At least that's my understanding.
no, that's correct. My
Currently,
niece my niece had bought some. I forget which one, and then because of her internship up in Chiang Mai, she needed to get something more rapid.
all
So
right.
she basically sold her
So
her previous vaccines to, which were like Sinovac or Sinopharm, to somebody else, and went ahead and got, I think, AstraZeneca or Pfizer. Yeah.
uh, okay, I can enter either. Okay, that one. So he's saying here currently their charter flights too expensive. Can't see paying that much on way, and three quarantine 3,200. Three quarantine. So you have to spend 3 days in quarantine. It's 3,200 for each of you, or for both you and your wife. Either way, it's probably too much money. The stuff I'm seeing is under 1,000, at least coming from LAX, which Robert's kind of in that same area. I don't know where he flies out of, but hey, ET, how are you? Let's see what ET is. Singapore, Himalayas are relaxing. Cost is not killing anyone. Mild attack only, but recommend to get the booster shot. Borders to the Thai open 1/5/22. Cool. Yeah, I think they have to do that. I mean, don't they? I mean, can they shut everything down across the world again? I don't think so. The only ones that I could see that would probably think about doing it are my good buddies in Australia. They like to shut down for the wind blowing, but
Uh,
otherwise, I don't think they're
Aus-
going to. No.
Australia hasn't really opened, so it's not that big an effect. But if in
Right.
the other countries that have opened and allowed the travel, if you then shut down and reopen again, it's just way too expensive, too hard on it, too hard on the industry.
Yeah, I mean, even the flights, like, I mean,
Yeah,
here they are gearing up and opening up all these flights and stuff to different countries, whether it be Singapore or Thailand or wherever it is. They have to gear up for all that. I'm sure the airlines out of the gate are still got to be losing money on these flights. They have to be. So if you put them a stop to them again, I don't see how they're doing it now. Maybe they're getting money from the governments. I don't know.
They are in the United States. They're getting
Yeah,
money
they
from
have to be getting it from somebody.
government. Yeah.
Yeah, because and I just don't see any reason. Like I said, I'm totally confused. I understand if you don't want to get you're an anti-vaxxer or whatever you are, that's fine. Don't travel. But I can guarantee you that coming after the first of the year, you're not going to be able to take a taxi down the street unless you've been double vaccinated. And just my opinion, just my guess, but
It's
if you
fine.
want to travel,
One of these times, if we could just have a members only,
vaccination question.
conspiracy theorist show, I'd be
Now,
more than glad to tell you
did
all what I think.
anybody see any of the members? Hey, Joe, there he is. Thanks for the super chat. It, did anybody see the test I did on the members only deal? I did a test on members only, and only 2 views. One of them was probably me. It's me eating breakfast as I'm sitting here talking. I want to test this thing and see if it works, but it's in the members only mode. So I don't know if you guys got notified. I don't know anything, but if you look at my videos, you should be able to see it if you're members. But anyway, it's just a question. I'm glad you brought it up because I forgot to ask. I actually did it. I don't know when I did it. 2 days ago? 3 days ago? Airlines in there crying for money. Yeah, they have to be. How could they survive? And again, thanks, Joe. Joe's the man. What is it for? Here for your wife's name. Yeah, she's getting it all, and she's good with that stuff.
Didn't get a notification for that.
No,
but I found it.
Did you find it? Yeah. It's not anything exciting. It's me eating scrambled eggs and sliced tomatoes. But I wanted to see if it worked because I did want to try to do something that was, if we wanted something that wasn't going to be out on the airwaves to everybody to see type thing. And I'm talking not about necessarily people on this channel, but just people, the nasty people in the world. We could just keep little topics amongst ourselves, just something to do. I mean, either that or I'm going to cancel I got to do something with the members deal. I mean, everybody's paying 59 cents or 99 cents or something. So got to give them something, right? I think. Anyway, if you've seen it, let me know. I'm sure if you got notified, let me know. Maybe I'll try another test. Maybe before I go over to the house, I'll try after this live stream. Maybe I'll type equipment. Thanks, Jake. What did he say? For a couple of drinks at the party. Congratulations. Thank you very much. She'll appreciate it. And I did take, well, in my mind, I took a couple of fill-ups on that bike trip. So, and I said, this is from Jake. So I try to do that. If somebody wants to go on, and I think I even have a link in there to buy me a coffee or buy me a smoothie or something. And that goes through the PayPal account. So if you want to do that in particular, make sure that I get a coffee or something for me and my wife, do it that way. That way I can distinguish it from, because everything else is going to go to Thailand. Unless somebody specifically wants to buy me a coffee or whatever, then I'll oblige them. Let's see. What did Martin say? Got to get going. Kid with a great root. Be safe out there. You too, Martin. Thanks for stopping by. I know that. Is Dana live? Do you know, Brock?
I don't know.
Let me check. I'll bounce.
I guess I could look too. Let's see. Robert saying goodbye. And did you say what time your live stream is going to be?
He is live. Dana's live.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I think what's today? Wednesday, right?
Yeah,
he goes live every Wednesday at 9, I think.
He's live 30 and a wake up is live. You're live. We're all
Yeah,
alive.
well, I'm
That's
only going to
great.
go now. I'm only going to go 5 more minutes because I want to get over to the house and supervise what they're doing. I'm hoping, like I said, they did a good job on the concrete, but I want to make sure that he gets that water system in. For one thing, my father-in-law staying there, and he cut the water that I had going in there off. So my father-in-law lost the ability to take a shower, use the toilet, the bum gun, that type of thing. So I want to make sure that gets hooked up
Oh,
today.
he didn't lose the ability. He just lost the ability to clean it up.
Thanks, Andy. I appreciate it. It's all going to go for a good cause. But so I do want to get over there. So we'll only go a couple more minutes. I think an hour today is good enough. And what's today? Wednesday. So we'll do one on Friday. And plus, I know that there's a lot of people here that kind of go back and forth between here and here in Dana's
What's
channel.
Dana's channel? I don't know it.
I think it's studio something. God, what is it? Hold on, I'll tell you right now.
It's Idea Studio.
There you go. Let me look real quick.
Yeah, I can pull it up here.
It is, IDEA Studio. Idea Studio? IDEA Studio. Yeah, 29 minutes. He went at 9 o'clock. And 44 minutes ago, Kevin did, and Kevin will do 4 hours. So I'll go over and say.
Yeah,
so
Kevin,
I think
Kevin
what's that?
Keep
Go ahead,
going. Yeah. Kevin's like that. He's got a lot.
He definitely has the gift. He has the gift of gab. So I think what I'm going to do, everybody that wants to say goodbye, first I want to thank everybody, Joe and Gator, Jake and Andy. Thank you for the donations. They say for a few more drinks, but I think we'll give it to the kids and let them eat ice cream. And you guys can watch.
Ice cream is just as good as drinks, probably better, right?
Yeah, definitely. So if everybody wants to say hasta luego, Brock, Jake, you can say goodbye to everybody, and I'll end this live stream.
What he said.
What he said?
Take care, my friends.
And
Bye-bye.
don't forget
that.
And don't forget this guy.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing. I'm glad that Joe put that up. I'll keep that forever. Everybody said it looks like my nose too, which it kind of does when you look at it right now. Maybe
that's you. That's you, Dave.
Maybe that was me when I was younger.
That's you.
Maybe when I was younger. All right, let's see one real quick.
Gary,
Andy, Johnny, Dave. That's one. Is why older houses. Let's see what Johnny says real quick. That is why the older houses had the tank in the bathroom for the lost water. Yeah, exactly. And right here, you can walk into my master bath, and there's a large trash can with a lid sitting in there full of water, and there's one downstairs, just in case we run out of water. But it isn't going to do me any good because I can barely use a bum gun, let alone take a pail of water and throw it at me. I couldn't do it. So if I don't have the bum gun, I'm screwed. So anyway, Andy, Gary, Joe, ET, of course, thank you for all the kind words to ET.
I got one more thing, Dave.
Yeah, go ahead.
So she's not live, but if she watches this tomorrow, Nikki Dunn, hope you're feeling better. I know you're a little under the weather, so we all
real
hope
quick
you're feeling
deal.
better.
She did write to me through a deal. She's a moderator also for Patty Doyle, and on his last one, she was on there and she told everybody, she said, "I'm feeling better. Things are good. Yeah, blah 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 blah." She's doing better, I guess is what I'm saying. But yeah, out to you. A big ups to Nikki. I hope you are feeling better. ET had said a bunch. I can't say enough kind words about me. I really appreciate it. Gary, Johnny, I did put the link down there if you want to pop in before I go completely out. Johnny, maybe you can give me some insight on the thing. If not, shoot me an email or we'll talk about it another time. It isn't that big of a deal. But I think that I will. Let's see. It's been an hour and 1 minute. We went a 1 minute over, but anyway, thanks everybody, and have a great day. And I'll see you on the next one.